The third entry in the Tron film series, Tron Ares, is set to hit theaters in just a few weeks, and that's got me in a Tron sort of mood. So in this Friday Plays, I'm headed back to 1983 to play some Tron Deadly Discs on the Atari VCS. Hey there, welcome back to Gen X Grown Up. I'm John, I am a Gen X Grown Up. Thank you for taking the time to click on this video. In 1982, Mattel was quick to snap up the rights to the sci-fi action film Tron for home video games. And considering the movie itself takes place inside of a computer, it was a natural fit. Mattel released 3 Tron-based games for their Intellivision console and 2 for the Atari VCS under the M Network banner. Now those were Adventures of Tron, which I featured here previously, and Tron Deadly Discs. In the mid-80s, movies were simply too big in scope to fit into a single game, so the typical approach was to choose just one facet or set piece of the film and make that the game. Or for example, Star Wars Empire Strikes Back focused just on the Battle of Hoth and ignored the rest of the film entirely. Well, similarly, Tron Deadly Discs focuses on that cool identity disc strapped to Tron's back that can be thrown to defeat his enemies. It sets up an arena with an endless stream of bad guys who you must defeat by throwing your identity disc, while also avoiding their discs to avoid being de-rezzed yourself. Let's log in. Here he is then, Tron Deadly Discs on the Atari 2600 from M Network, 1983. And I remember, I didn't buy this, I borrowed this from someone. And you turn it on and you're like, it's just a purple box with a score and a guy standing in the middle. And you're like, what is it? And interestingly, as you start to play, you can pretty easily discover what the goal is, mostly. And if you think you're missing something, you probably aren't. This is a pretty simple port to the M Network version of Mattel when they had a kind of a more solid version of this same game over on their platform, of course. The goal here in Tron Deadly Discs on the Atari 2600 is to move Tron safely through battle against warriors in waves of 3 against 1. And that's really how the game progresses, is these waves of 3 that you have to clear each time. Let's start with the console switches. Pretty straightforward. Game select does nothing. There are no game options to go through. I'll tap it. It does nothing. There's only one game option to play. Difficulty switches. Really only the left difficulty switch is available. If you switch it to A for expert or advanced, it just starts on a harder level, which means you start earning points faster, but then you don't get the first couple of warm-up levels. So I'm going to play it all in the standard B difficulty. Interestingly, let me go ahead and start the game a little bit and run around. So hit start, and then as soon as you start moving, guys start coming in. So to get an idea of what we're looking at, the blue guy is me. That's Tron, and you are avoiding no sound so far as you notice. Now when I throw a disc, you'll get some sound, and if you get hit, you'll get some sound. But you're just wading through these guys, and this is the first early levels, that's why it's so simple. When you throw your disc, you can only damage bad guys when it's moving away from you. Like that. When it comes back, like that boomerang effect, it doesn't. You can also recall it. Ooh, that guy tried to come in and get me. Starts to go, you hit a button and recall it with the joystick button. If you decide it's kind of going the wrong way, you can recall it and bring it back. Now that guy just hit me with one of his discs, which you notice do not boomerang. And rather than having lives, you just have health. And the health is based on color. How dark in color your sprite is, your Tron sprite. If you get hit 5 times, you will get de-res, which is the Tron equivalent to dead. So your goal is to shoot all these bad guys, avoid their discs that are flying at you, and get the highest score. Now, what about these little pink boxes on the corners? I never used to know, dodge that, what those were until I read the instructions. Those are doors you can open by shooting them. You see them that peach color right now? If I get a hit again, I'll go to yellow, at which point I'll de-res if I get below yellow. So if you shoot the doors and open them, you can actually use them as shortcuts to move through. So watch, I'll go out one and in the other, and it closes the door. These doors are initially created when the bad guys come in the rooms, and then you can take advantage of them by blowing them open, and they got to be opposite one another. So like I couldn't go through that one because there's nothing on the opposite side. It's not until there's 2 doors that are turned on opposite sides of the arena that it's possible to use them. So let me shoot a couple of guys. I don't want to shoot all the yellow guys because if I do, they'll upgrade to the faster guys. So there we go. So there's two opposite one another. So now I can go out one and in the other, but it's got to be directly opposite of the other. Now, let's talk a little bit about that health. So I mentioned if I get hit 5 times, I'll de-res. But every time you finish a level, you're going to get 1 health point back. So let me finish this level. And you finish a level by killing all 3 guys before more of the same color can spawn. So see, I just went from that orange color to this kind of pinky purple color. And then a new color of enemies are going to appear, like that one that kind of walked in the door trying to get me. And that's where the scoring comes into play. So scoring is just based on killing the enemies. And I'm going to put up this little chart that shows it's based on their color. As you progress through the game, the different colors are worth different points as you are able to shoot them. Now, the fact that it takes a long time for your disc to come back to you can be a problem, and it's not even dangerous when it's coming back. Oh, I got hit again. But the only way to get up in the score bracket is to kill all the guys before more spawn. And they say new ones will spawn about every 10 seconds. So if you're not cleared the screen, you only killed a couple, they're going to come back. Now I'm that yellow color. Ooh, and I got hit. Then I de-resed and died. So, yeah. So that is the outline of the game. The score is at the top. I got 280 because I was just talking and kind of walking around describing the game. It's a 3-on-1 arena battle with your Tron identity disc trying to hit bad guys before they can get you using the side doors as ways to escape. And that's it. It's really that simple. So I'm going to do a points run, of course. As it goes on, it gets faster and more aggressive. A good score for me lately, like I'm no Tron regular player, but if I do well, I get over 10,000 points. That's my goal here, is to get over 10,000 points. Before I do, I'll quickly mention our store over at GenXGrownUp.com/merch. You can get cool original designs or our logo mashed up with great designs. Get that printed on hats and tees and stickers and pins and all kinds of great stuff. If you're looking for something like that, please check our store first. You might find something you like there, and you'll get what you're looking for, plus it'll help us out. So very much appreciated. Okay, so no game options, anything. It's just standard game, B difficulty, and I'm going to give Tron a shot. Here we go. When you start the game, nothing happens till you start moving, and as soon as you move, bad guys come out. Here we go. There they are. Now, initially, the bad guys can only shoot 1 identity disc at a time. Once you get to like the 3rd group of bad guys, that's no longer a limitation. They can throw 2 at a time, I've noticed. All right, that's the first wave. We took care of those guys. A new wave is going to come in shortly. I try to stay in the middle. You never know where they're going to appear. There we go. You can shoot multiple guys with 1 thrown disc. It's not super easy, but it's... already got hit. But it's not radically difficult either. Just kind of line them up if possible. There, get this 3rd guy if I can. Oh, not quite. Oh, ow, ow! All right, now I'm down to that peach. That's bad news. I need my health back. Get a little faster, as you can see. All right, green guys are gone. So I increased in health again. I'm back to that purple color. I hate getting shot a couple times so early, but that's all right. It really accelerates, because once you get a couple waves of guys, you know, their point values go up so quickly, it's not so tough to progress. All right, took care of the blue guys. Now they move up. I think they're like 100 apiece or 200 apiece or something. And, whoa, almost got hit. And just one more. Got him diagonal. Great, took care of those. Open some doors when I can, you never know. Like, using those side doors is not like a primary method of playing the game for me. I don't ever find myself eager to work on those side doors, but they have saved my butt on a rare occasion. All right, took care of those guys. So far I've only gotten 1,000 points, 995, but it's going to start ramping up pretty quickly. All right, so these guys are the dark gray. I got hit again. I was back to full health, I think. Oh, I'm going to use this to get across because they were all kind of closing in on me, see? So there's a time when those side doors really helped. All right, took care of all the dark gray guys. Let's open these doors just in case. Oh. Man, all right. Now they're going to start being able to throw 2 discs at the same time, I think. There's 1 diagonal. Come on, get him. Got him. Look, 3,300 already. So you can see how this is accelerating. It's how long can you last in the faster levels that's going to make the difference in this game for you. Oh, no, it's come across. Oh, and it made my disc have to go all the way across the screen again. Whoa! Ow! Got hit. Oh, he's right there next to me. Out the door. Here we go. Got 1. Oh, missed him. I'd love to get him. Come on. Out, got him. I got hit again. 8,000. See, I told you around 10,000 is not irrational. So now I've got 9,000 and they're about to go up in value again. Oh, and much faster. Oh, I got hit. Oh, no. Let's not get hit again. Oh, spawn some more. And no, the bad news is you don't get to progress, but the good news is you get more of these high-value targets to shoot at. So it's not the worst thing ever. Come down here. Get him. There's one. Try to run at your disc if you can. That'll speed up getting it back to you. I've noticed that, if you're able. Also, there's a really cool trick where you throw it across the screen. Ooh, goodness. Oh, ho, ho. All right, so I healed, but... Oh, now that's it. 14,000, that's great. Cut across. But, look, I'm down to my last hit point. If I get hit again, I'm de-resin. And it's getting really fast. No, that's it. Oh. So it's not tough to progress the game and get much, much further. You just have to get in that real good groove of dodging those discs coming in at you because the score is going to ramp up really quickly. So I just got just shy of 15,000. You're going to be able to do much better, especially if you played this game before. But even if you've never played it, this is all there is to see of it. There's one thing to master. It's navigating, get a feel of the speed of navigating the arena, getting a feel for how to duck in and out of those side doors, and keeping up with where their enemy discs are so that you can kind of not walk. I find myself walking into them sometimes. You got to be careful of that. Learn the trajectory they're going to do. And that then is the Atari version, at least, of M Network's Tron Deadly Discs.
While this is a fun arcade-style high-score challenge game, the Atari 2600 version of Tron Deadly Discs is, admittedly, a pretty watered-down version of the same title on the Intellivision. It has the same general arena layout and rules, but additional depth with the ability to both duck and block enemies' discs, as well as a recognizer to battle every few levels. Never having had an Intellivision, I didn't know what I was missing in that version, so I'm thinking I may have to dive into that one before long too. I feature a different vintage game each week here on Friday Plays. If you have a suggestion for a game to feature, let me know down in the comments. For now, I'll place links here and here to other episodes you can watch right now. I certainly hope you found something to enjoy in this video. I can't wait to talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.